First of all, welcome. This is Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm Bruce Anthony, your host here to lead the conversation in important events and topics that are shaping today's society. Join the conversation by following us wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch our video podcast. Rate, review, like, comment, share. Share with your friends, share with your family, hell, even share with your enemies. On today's episode, it's a sibling happy hour. I'm here with my sis, Andrea. We're going to be talking about Republicans falling in line under Trump, House decorum during Joe Biden's State of the Union address, Alabama's IVF bill, and funny memes. But that's enough of the intro. Let's get to the show. What up, sis?
What up, brother?
I can't call it. You and I both said it before we started the show. We tired.
We tired. Just take the R. We tired.
Tired. You with that long drive back to Atlanta.
Yes.
Me just working.
Yeah. Just tired.
Just tired. And you know what? Anxiety is a monster. I don't know what I'm anxious about, but I have not slept well 2 out of the last 3 days. I mean, talking about waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and have not been able to get back to sleep.
I have had I've just been off.
Yeah.
I've just been off. And I keep like walking around being like, I need something. But I don't know what I have no idea what that is. But I have this, it's that feeling of dread. Yes. And you're just like, something, I need to do something. I need something.
Or something's about to happen.
Like I can't put my finger on it, but I feel off. And so, I have to make a call to my therapist. Like,
yeah, I can understand it.
Girl, I need a session.
I know what I need. I need a vacation. I need a vacation. Yes. I need a vacation.
A real one, like a real
with a woman
vacation.
and some drinks. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need is a get away. I might turn into a passport bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't think they exist anymore. Number one, because you didn't hear like the people in these places that they would go, Colombia and Thailand and places like that. Brazil, they're not having it. Particularly the men are really over them. A couple of guys were threatened. So yeah, you don't really hear the passport bros talking anymore. You don't really see them anymore because other countries aren't exactly cool with sex tourism.
Oh. Yeah. Of course I would hop into something late. Of course. That's just.
It wasn't a good thing to hop into it from jump.
Hold on. If they're not being sex trafficked. Good God, trafficked. Trafficked. Yeah, no traffic. Yes. They're not being sex trafficked. Mm-hmm. Remember, I talked to a legal madam out in Vegas. Yeah. So there are people out there selling booty.
Because they want to sell it. It's the oldest.
Yeah, okay. So my philosophy is this, Mom. Just fast forward past this part.
Can I?
No, I'm like Riley from Boondocks. I'm paying for it anyway, somehow, some way. So why not get a direct transaction? I've never done it before, but I'm curious.
There's nothing wrong with sex work, I think, but going to a place specifically for sex tourism, like you're there, I'm not talking about people going to a place looking for sex workers.
I mean, but they're going to these places for sex workers.
They're not looking for sex workers. They are looking to sexually exploit women.
Oh, that's not what I thought they was doing. I thought they was going there.
They're not going there.
Because Colombia, the places you named, Colombia, Thailand, Brazil, is like known for sex work.
It's also known for a lower cost of living.
That's true.
And where American dollars are worth a lot more there. So you can go there and look like the baller you are not. in the US.
Well, there's a lot of countries that are like that. Italy, certain parts of Italy, I've seen TikTokers been like, my monthly expenses are $700 a month. That is food, lodging, electricity, internet, everything. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
okay. I mean, I can remote work from Italy.
Yeah, but Italy uses the euro, and there's not much difference in the value of the euro versus the dollar.
But the value in services is cheaper.
It didn't really feel like that to me when I paid for dinners and things like that. It didn't. Oh, okay. It wasn't the same experience that I had in Cartagena, where it's a table for 4 and I'm paying $14 US.
Yeah,
for the entire meal for 4 people. Like it's a little different. Okay. You know, right. And so you could go there, ball out.
Right.
And the hope is that you would attract a woman using this, you know, your money. Basically.
Using your money. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, it could be a thing. I don't know. I mean, that's the American way. You attract a lot of guys. Look, there's some ugly guys out there. Bill Gates, he's ugly. All right. But he got himself a fine woman.
Is Bill Gates ugly or is he a nerd? He looks dorky.
That's a good point. He's not ugly. Who's a rich man that's ugly? Now that I think about it. Like you just say, Elon Musk ain't attractive.
No, he's not.
And his personality just makes him that much uglier.
Yes. Correct.
The Republican nominee is not an attractive man.
No, he's not.
Don Jr. isn't ugly.
Both them boys is ugly.
No, Don Jr. isn't ugly. He just looks special.
He looks greasy.
Yeah, I mean, that's his hair.
Yeah, he looks.
That's his hair.
Like he look like not even greasy. I said it properly, but I really meant greasy. He looked greasy.
Aren't all isn't Eric, Don, and Ivanka like Ivana? What's her name? Ivana? What was the mother's name? Was Ivanka? Aren't they all from the same woman?
Yes.
It's amazing because she's very pretty.
Ivana Trump?
Yeah.
She was.
No, Ivanka, the daughter. Oh. The daughter is pretty. Yeah.
She looks like her mother.
Right. The boys did not get them looks.
No, they got their dad's looks.
So that's a rich man. Supposedly, that's what he says. He's rich. That is not very attractive. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah. What was the? Yeah, and they get people with money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're actually rich. Like these are people who are bringing American dollars and specifically targeting countries where the dollar has a higher value, but they're not rich and they're going off and they're passing themselves off as rich. But then, first of all, none of them are actually looking for wives, but should they ever find one and bring them back to the States, they're going to be very shocked and surprised to find out that my man's lives in a 1-bedroom 5-floor walk up.
Look, let me tell you something. For them, finding a legion is a come up.
It's not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how poor a woman is. She doesn't deserve or want to be lied to.
Let me tell you something. If I could find a woman that's semi-rich, that'll let me just chill and kick it, I'm willing to go ahead and make that sacrifice.
Yeah, all of us would. But again, you're talking about somebody who's actually rich, though.
No, I said semi-rich.
But
she ain't got to be rich.
The word is rich, correct? And even if you're semi-rich, you more than middle class.
I would like a woman to have a lot more money than me.
We're talking about working class dudes.
Not all of them are working class.
Trying to trick, but they ain't got it.
All right. Well, you know what the greatest trick the devil ever proved?
Proved or pulled?
Pulled. Yeah, pulled. I told you I'm tired. Hey, audience, I am sorry. I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Exhausted.
I'm exhausted. But you know what the greatest trick the devil ever pulled?
What was that?
It's proven that he didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump has gotten Republicans to fall in line. The first one to fall in line today was McConnell. I don't know if that's his name, Mitchum. It's probably Mitchell, but I like Mitchum better. I just like it better.
It might be Maleficent. Who knows what that man's name is?
Who knows? But the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, has officially endorsed Donald Trump for president. This endorsement comes after Trump's strong performance during the Super Tuesday primaries and former U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley's exit from the race. McConnell, who had previously been critical of Trump, particularly in his relation to the January 6th Capitol attack, the January 6th Capitol attack, the insurrection, stated that it is clear, the terrorist attack. He stated it is clear Trump has support of Republican voters to be the nominee, and so he's going to go ahead and support him for that. He also mentioned looking forward to working towards improving the lives of American people. The move is seen as a significant step in consolidating the GOP support behind Trump's candidacy. So, all those people that was talking mad-ish about this man said they did not want him in office, was fighting all types of fight to keep him out of office, are falling in line like the subjects that they are.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised, but I was a little disappointed. I thought that there would be more Liz Cheneys that came around. And I thought Mitch was going to stand his ground. I expected people like Lindsey Graham and forget the House Republicans, because House Republicans fall in line, but the Senate, which are different. I expected the Lindsey Grahams, the Ted Cruz, the Marco Rubios to fall in line.
Yeah.
But I thought Mitchell, especially considering the fact that he announced that he's stepping down from leadership, that he would have a backbone and a spine. But no. They lay true to the party. And I want to make an analogy out there to people. People are always quick to talk about how bad gangs are. Like gangs in the US. And yes, gangs do violence, obviously, right? Not to say the Republicans don't do violence. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But gangs do violence. But they stick together because of a brotherhood.
Yeah.
But people talk down about that brotherhood and sticking together, as they should, because gangs are not good. The point I'm trying to make is Republicans are a gang. They are sticking together through thick and thin, no matter what. There is no backbone in the Republican Party. And I was watching something, what's my man that's on the Daily Show that always does those hits in America? Clapper?
Yeah.
Jake Clapper?
No, I think you're thinking of Jake Trapper. Jordan Clapper.
I knew it was Jay Clapper. I knew I knew it was a Jay Clapper. He did something recently outside of a rally for Nikki Haley on Super Tuesday. And there was a lot of people who were never Trumpers. And he was asking them, okay, well, looks like Trump is going to win a nomination. Nikki Haley's going to eventually back out. So it's Trump versus Biden. Does that mean you're going to vote for Biden? I don't know if I could do that. And then a lot of them was like, yeah, I'll probably vote for Trump. I mean, these are people that said never Trump, that said that he is a detriment to the democracy. But yet they still are going to vote for him. And like I said, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in America. So I am. I'm disappointed. I mean, America often disappoints me, but this is disappointing me because I thought that people would have a backbone. And if you say something and you believe it, you stand by it. Now, if you're giving new information and things change, hey, that's cool. But you're not giving new information.
Right.
Or the new information that you're giving is it got more court cases coming. He don't got no coke cases, but court cases.
They might.
Well, I don't think he does cocaine, and I'm saying right now, I'm not saying that he does.
He should even wake him up a little bit.
Whew, but I don't know. What do you think?
You're talking about Mitch, right?
No, no, I wasn't. I was talking about Donald J. Trump. But
he should not do cocaine. No.
Yeah, no. Mitch, I think has a health situation. He had a couple of those where he was just stuck.
Glitched.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know
Glitch
what?
McConnell.
It's not funny because we don't know what's going on.
Funny.
No,
It
it's
is
not funny.
funny. It is
What do you think about all this?
So 2 things. First, though, Glitch McConnell is funny, and I don't care.
It's not funny. The man has a serious health issue. That's not funny.
Who cares?
See, this is where me and you are different. I don't wish ill on anybody.
I didn't wish ill on him. I'm just saying, if you're already ill, I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
All right. That's a clear distinction.
So you're saying that you're disappointed. I'm not. I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. But first thing, I mean, it was the most lackluster, barely there endorsement I ever said. It is abundantly clear that the former President Trump has earned the requisite support of Republican voters to be our nominee for President of the United States. It should come as no surprise that as nominee, he will have my support. He's basically saying that he will endorse the nominee. And
well, he's always said that.
Yeah,
he hasn't deviated from that.
So I'm not surprised, and I'm not, the things that Glitch chooses to stand on business about.
You got to stop. You got to stop. You can't call him. You can't keep calling him Glitch. You got to stop.
It's too funny, and I think everyone would agree.
No,
except for you, because you have this weird, moral high ground that you're trying to be on.
No, just morals. Not the moral high ground, just morals.
I don't understand why it's an attack on my morals just because I don't give a damn that an old ass man is behaving old.
Okay. If it was well, Gregory Hines passed away. I was getting ready to throw out Gregory Hines, but if it was Samuel L. Jackson, let's just Jamie Foxx might have had. Jamie Foxx seems like he had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, looking at Mitch, I'm not a doctor, but just having a little bit of knowledge of health, that he might have had those might have been mini strokes.
He's also 82.
Well, you don't just glitch it, like something happened, right? Something happened. So
it's almost
you
100.
would show empathy for Jamie Foxx and his stroke.
I care about Jamie Foxx. Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I don't care about Mitch McConnell.
All right. Okay.
Mitch McConnell has, for at least the next generation, irrevocably changed the federal judiciary.
Yes.
He purposefully denied
he did
meetings to keep Merrick Garland from being the next justice.
Mm-hmm. He did do that.
Like Mitch McConnell, the thing about the devil acting like he doesn't exist, all that. No, he does. His name's Mitch McConnell.
Oh, you saying he's more of a devil than Donald J. Trump?
Yes, because he's behind it all. Like, do you understand? Yeah. Like, he is the longest serving Republican majority leader, and he has changed tax reform. Again, like I said, reshaped the federal judiciary. He has been an obstructionist, and it's like you said. Also, he don't stand on He didn't stand on business, and not to mention
he didn't. He really didn't.
This is the second thing. So first thing is the lackluster ass endorsement.
It was lackluster.
Okay. The second thing is these men don't like their wives. Clearly,
because Trump attacked his wife. Yeah, yes. That's right. I forgot about that. Trump attacked his wife because she's Asian American.
Yeah, she's Asian American.
He said, "What did he say about her again?" He said something real derogatory, and it was fighting words. But he said something about Ted Cruz's wife too.
He said, "Quote,
uh-oh,
does Coco Chao have anything to do with Joe Biden's classified documents being sent and stored in Chinatown?"
And her name is Elaine, right?
Her name is Elaine.
And he called her Coco Chao.
I don't know if she goes by Coco. I don't know.
But he was insinuating because she's Asian, then she must have some connection to China.
Right.
Is she Chinese?
She is Taiwanese.
I tell you, he's a fool and he's the Republican nominee. He is a 100% fool and the Republican nominee.
Yeah.
Whew.
Did you see, it reminds me, and this is a little off topic, but not really. Tom Cotton grilling the TikTok CEO.
Oh, yeah. A couple of weeks back. Yeah, I saw that. So for ladies and gentlemen, those that don't understand what was going on, Tom Cotton, the senator of Arkansas.
I don't know where the hell Tom Cotton's from. Sure. Yes, he is Arkansas.
Yes, senator of Arkansas was grilling was he the CEO?
CEO of TikTok.
CEO of TikTok, who is Asian.
Yes.
But he kept grilling them and asking them if he was part of the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party. And like every other question was about that. And the dude was just like, what is he again?
He's Singaporean.
Yeah, he was like, I'm from Singapore. I don't have nothing to do with that.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party? Senator, I'm from Singapore. Have you ever been affiliated or associated with the Chinese Communist Party? No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean. He's like, I'm not from China. I am from Singapore.
It shows you.
He said it at least half a dozen times. Like it was.
I bet Tom
was like, have you ever had Chinese food, sir?
Look, yes, I have, because it's delicious.
Because it's delicious. Yeah,
literally my favorite food.
But I mean, it's not just Mitch McConnell. It was a couple of dudes. I believe he talked about Ted Cruz's wife.
Oh yeah. He called out Ted. He was saying some things about Ted Cruz. Look, he said some things about these guys' wives that are fighting words. I got to see you. Like, you're not going to disrespect my woman like that. I've got to come see you. So when I catch you in these hallways, it's going to be a quick 2-shot. I don't care if you got the Secret Service. It's going to be a quick 2-shot because you don't open your mouth and ain't nothing between us but air and opportunity.
I mean, some Secret Service agents. You about to end up like Chris Rock. Like, don't do it.
Yo, why you got those?
Because keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Chris Rock catching strays. Chris Rock catching strays.
Okay, so these guys, not only does this man publicly dish your wife, okay?
He be dissing them like Tupac dissed Faith Evans.
Yes. My man said, I effed your wife. Like, no equivocating. There was no innuendo. He didn't try a metaphor, a simile, nothing. He just straight up said it. and so for Trump to say these things about their wives and for them to not only not say anything back or do anything back, but they then go on to support him. Where are the divorces? Where are they? Because you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel about. I'll do one more time. Oh, Glitch McConnell. That's how I feel about him. That's how I feel about that Yertle the turtle looking. But no, please.
Who's Yertle the turtle?
I don't know.
Everybody in the bus. What is going on right now?
Yertle the turtle. I believe it's Dr. Seuss character.
Okay, but I mean, who are you comparing to Yertle the turtle?
Mitch McConnell is the only person that looks like Yertle the turtle.
I don't know. I don't know who Yertle the turtle is. I think I'm aged out of that. But okay.
Well, all I know is Google a picture of Yertle the turtle and tell me that Mitch McConnell don't look like Yertle the turtle. He does.
All right. Okay. We're not done with Republicans.
No.
We're not done. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, is calling for decorum for Biden's State of the Union address. So it's airing right now while we're filming the show. So obviously we're not watching it.
No.
But the call for decorum comes in light of past instances where there have been outbursts, heckling occurred, such as when Republicans, more specifically, Marjorie Taylor Greene, interrupted last year's speech. And there have been many instances. In 2009, Representative Joe Wilson yelled out, "You lie," during President Obama's joint session of Congress speech, which is similar to a State of the Union, but it's not exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But still, decorum. We're not gonna just attack Republicans. We're gonna attack some Democrats because Nancy Pelosi was seen tearing up President Trump's speech during his address in 2020, and other people was doing some similar stuff. That's not the decorum that is supposed to be represented the State of the Union. And then don't forget Lauren Boebert, not the daughter of Sweet Stan Lane from the Midnight Express, as we established in some earlier episodes, was booed. She actually got booed after she was heckling President Biden about service members being killed during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2022. So Mike Johnson, called a little conference and said, like, look, y'all, we need to honor the State of the Union. It makes us look bad when we out here wilding out. Shut the F up.
Yeah.
And just be still.
Well, that's
basically he was telling us what our parents told us every time we went to church. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. You sit there and be still. Maybe he should just hand out some butterscotch.
At least, some Werther's Originals, some Lifesavers, or some Big Red Gum. So
anything.
Yeah. When you pack your party full of people who look like they should be drunk at a Margaritaville or a Cheeseburger in Paradise, you have to do things like tell grown people to act like adults.
Where are they now? Just to be clear, where are they again?
Getting drunk at a Margaritaville or a Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Oh, they at what's that? They at Red Robin?
They're at what? Yes, they're at Red Robin.
In the Maryland area, Maryland, DC area, y'all will know the Green Turtle. They're at the Green Turtle.
Yeah. Okay. If you invite people that look like their idea of a romantic evening is taking in an MMA fight, then the chances are you're gonna have people out there heckling, this chronic epidemic House Republicans.
They go to Taco Bell to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Those type of people.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. The ones that ask you what chalupa means in English. Nothing.
The ones that say gracias. No, they don't even say it that
they
well.
Say gracias.
They say gracias. That's right. They say gracias.
And wonder why everybody's calling them gringo and gringa.
So I don't, like I said, State of the Union is going on right now. I can guarantee you there's going to be some outbursts because those House Republicans that are doing this, it plays well when they go back to their district saying, I stood up to them. And no, you didn't. All you did was cause a ruckus. And just so you know, ain't no such thing as a ruckus because Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to with. And the Wu-Tang Clan in this is Joey Beans and them people because he's made y'all look real foolish over these last couple of midterms and election cycles. Now, will that happen in 2024? When people are saying they're never Trumpers and then going around and recognizing that he's the nominee now and saying, I guess I'll vote for him. You're going to hear it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. I got a sneaky suspicion, and it might be the reason why my anxiety is at an all-time high, which means my anxiety is going to be at an all-time high until November. I got an odd feeling he's going to be reelected.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That it's a real possibility. People are dissatisfied with President Biden, specifically surrounding Israel and Gaza. And the people are still pissed about inflation, even though the economy is actually doing pretty well. Unemployment is down. There's a lot of he's made great strides in infrastructure. I mean, there's a lot of things, but it's not a check like they got under Trump, right? Like
those people that are like, he gave us a check. Y'all so easily can be bought. Like, come on now.
It was $1,200 one time, and it really saved no one during the pandemic. It was the most. I mean, I believe Canada was given like weekly or bi-weekly like stipends to citizens to assist with the pandemic.
Canada is looking more and more like a great country to live. It's only one problem.
Their treatment of natives, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, there's two problems because there's two problems. That's a very serious problem. I'm not belittling that problem. That is a serious problem. For me personally, it's because it's cold as hell. And now that I say that out loud, why do we say cold as hell? That don't make no damn sense.
It's cold as hell because hell is an unpleasant place, and so is this damn cold.
Okay, that's a way to wrap it around. Thank you for helping out the segment.
Yeah,
but we're not done attacking Republicans. All right, we attacked a Democrat as well. Democrats was wilding out during Trump's State of the Union, not throwing outbursts and ripping up a piece of paper, but still not doing the decorum that is necessary for the State of the Union. We're going to talk about this new Alabama it's not new. This Alabama IVF bill that just got passed as a new law by the Supreme Court. We're going to talk about that next. Hey there, podcast listeners. It's Bruce Anthony here, and welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Perspectives. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind lately, the importance of staying hydrated and taking care of ourselves. Whether it's prioritizing our health and wellness, or gearing up for festival seasons, or just gearing up for whatever season or time of year, there's one brand that's been my go-to for all things hydration, Liquid IV. Speaking of health and wellness, let's dive into how Liquid IV can fuel your well-being. Imagine starting your day off right, feeling refreshed and energized. Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier is the missing piece in your daily routine. With just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. It's perfect for those early mornings, pre-workout boosts, moments when you're just feeling run down, or even after a late night or long flights. I absolutely love how convenient Liquid IV is. The packaging makes it easy to bring with me wherever I go. And let me tell you, it's become a vital daily part of my routine. The flavors, let me tell you something, they're incredible. From refreshing sea berry and strawberry lemonade to classics like lemon lime and watermelon, there's a flavor for every preference. It's like a burst of hydration with a hint of deliciousness. Picture this. 1 stick of Liquid IV mixed in 16 ounces of water, hydrating you 2 times faster and more efficient than water alone. And with 12 mouth-watering flavors, you'll never get bored with your hydration routine. Plus, Liquid IV is packed with 5 essential vitamins: B3, B5, B6, B12, and of course, vitamin C. It's also made with premium ingredients, non-GMO, free of gluten, dairy, and soy. This is hydration at its finest. But it doesn't stop there. Liquid IV believes that access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. That's why they partner with leading organizations, finding innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. It's incredible to know that Liquid IV has already donated over 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. They truly walk the talk. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code UNSOLICITED at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code UNSOLICITED at liquidiv.com. Remember, folks, taking care of ourselves should always be a priority. So why wait? Head over to liquidiv.com, pick your favorite flavors, and experience hydration like never before. Stay refreshed, stay hydrated, and keep rocking those unsolicited perspectives. All right, Jay. So Alabama's IVF bill. Alabama has passed a new law to protect vitro fertilization following a controversial state Supreme Court ruling. The Alabama IVF bill recently signed into law provides protections for in vitro fertilization practices. This comes after the state Supreme Court ruling that raised concerns by equating frozen embryos to children. The bill offers civil and criminal immunity to healthcare personnel providing IVF services, ensuring that no legal action for damage or death of an embryo can be brought against them while providing or receiving IVF services. The legislation is seen as a short-term solution to allow IVF clinics that had stopped their services to reopen, although it didn't define whether under state law frozen embryos have the same rights as children. The bill is response to legal uncertainties faced by IVF providers and patients in Alabama and aims to protect them from potential liabilities. Now, I am still confused about all of this. I don't truly understand what it means.
So the Alabama Supreme Court basically ruled that frozen embryos are people.
Well, no, they didn't rule that. That what I just said, legally, they did not rule that. All they did, that was a law that was trying to be passed by the Alabama legislator. What the Supreme Court ruled on is that when the Alabama legislator tried to pass this law, all the IVF centers closed down or halted their services because they didn't know if there were going to be legal actions taken against them for these services. Because sometimes embryos are destroyed, right? So if they're the same rights as children, we see like in Texas, they're trying to throw you in jail for abortions. So a lot of the clinics that stopped, the Supreme Court is saying they just ruled that, no, you don't have to worry about that. You're protected. Continue on. We're going to revisit all of this stuff about equal protection as equal to children in the future. We're not ruling on that right now. So they didn't rule on that.
So the Supreme Court didn't pass the IVF bill.
No, see, that's what's confusing.
There was a Supreme Court ruling that found that frozen embryos should be considered children. That was the Alabama State Supreme Court ruling found that frozen embryos should be considered children. That was what
all right. So that's what it was. And so then Alabama passed a law.
Yes, because people went bananas. And IVF centers, fertility centers stopped all IVF yes, because it is common for there's fresh embryos, there's frozen embryos, it's common for them to be shipped or transferred in some way. It's common for them to be discarded or if they're not used. So if we're saying that there is personhood attached to frozen embryos, which just going to interject my personal opinion, that is ridiculous, and I'll say why. If we say that these embryos should be considered children, well, then you open yourself up to civil and criminal liability for just the normal handling of frozen embryos by fertility specialists in just the normal course of fertility treatment. They could open themselves up to civil or criminal liability. So if you want people to have more children, you probably shouldn't penalize them for trying to do that. So obviously, when you take a matter like abortion that you really actually don't care about and you push it to its limit, you're going to run up against these issues and your hypocrisy is going to show. So there was just like overwhelming backlash to the point that Alabama lawmakers are scrambled to pass legislation to now shield these providers and hopefully their patients from criminal or civil liability in just the normal course of handling embryos, whether they're fresh or frozen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like a weird thing to say, fresh or frozen. And so it's just like a stopgap measure at this point, just so that they could resume fertility treatments for people, and resume IVF for people. But there's still a lot that is just left unresolved, which is where the hypocrisy comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the people who are supporting IVF, and we're talking about conservatives,
Mm-hmm.
also support this right to life, or some right to life bill, that argues that life begins at conception, fertilization, whatever, some arbitrary thing that they've made up. And so what they've been getting asked a lot is like, how do you reconcile being pro-choice with being okay with discarding or destroying embryos used in IVF? And guess what? Nobody has an answer. And the reason why is because embryos are not people.
No.
The reason why is because this doesn't pass the sniff test is because y'all don't really care about this to begin with. Number one, you've never even decided amongst yourselves, where does life begin?
Mm-hmm.
You are telling the press, oh, when it comes to IVF, we should really defer to medical professionals because they have more information on this. But you're not deferring to medical professionals when you start legislating the health and reproductive rights of American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So
we say it all the time, the hypocrisy.
The smooth hypocrisy of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they're running up against these like very gray areas in anti-abortion laws and legislation that they don't have an answer to, because they never fully thought it out to begin with. They just used it. They're using this as a way to grab the people and to get votes.
Yes. It's show politics, right?
Yes.
They're going to take an issue that is not important, try to make it important, try to pass some legislation that is faulty to begin with, not well thought out, not looking at all the different angles of which this law will affect people. And they're doing it just for posturing. Mm-hmm. Right? To show people, look at what we do. We're getting rid of this wokeness, because it's all fallen under this idea of wokeness and people shouldn't have these rights, and this isn't a right, and this is against God's will, which, by the way, they say that this is all for the children, correct? They are here to protect the children. Many episodes ago, y'all might remember that we talked about the federal program that was going to feed underprivileged kids during the summer months, because during the school year, those kids are getting school breakfast and lunch, but during the summer they don't have that. So there was a federal program that was passed to feed these kids during the summertime. Guess which? There were several states, but guess what was one of the states that denied the federal money? They denied $65.4 million in federal aid specifically designed to help feed children over the summer break. Guess which one of the states didn't want to feed the kids?
Let me think. Could it be Alabama?
It was absolutely Alabama. And their reasons for rejection including philosophical objection to welfare programs. That was the number one reason. They gave some other not even cool dilly-dally stuff, because the real dilly-dally is us in that first segment, but not cool dilly-dally stuff. A philosophical difference to welfare. So they care about children until they're born.
Mm-hmm.
Then they don't give a damn about them. Then they don't want to help them at all.
Because they never cared about the kids to begin with.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. That was just a theatrical way. I was being theatrical.
You were giving. It was giving very much Rachel Maddow, and I enjoyed it.
Oh Lord, I'm Rachel Maddow now.
Okay. You know how she goes all around the town.
You know what?
To give you a singular point.
I really don't watch her. I really don't watch her show.
I don't either, because I don't like that kind of like narrative technique of like going all over the place just to circle back to this one point, and the payoff is rarely ever.
That's literally my style of talking. I did not know that I'm typically Rachel Maddow, but what you just described is all of my shows by myself.
Yeah.
That's literally, there's an overarching thing. Okay, anyway, this is not about me. This is about these kids.
Yes.
I'm really for helping the kids. Really, the kids.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why people just hate people, because that's all this legislation is.
Yeah.
Really, it's just hating people.
Yeah.
The legislation of abortion rights, the anti-trans legislation, all that. It's just hating people. And these are so-called Christians that are doing it.
It's more less about hatred, because, to be honest, none of these systems of oppression are really based in hatred. They're based in greed. They're based in money and power.
Okay, it has to be the power, because there's no money in stopping abortion rights, or no money that I can see. But maybe there is. I don't know. I haven't looked at the financial aspect of.
Well, they swear up and down that government money goes towards it, which it does not.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It does not.
And they got so many people convinced about that too. And I have people who are educated that say that, and I'm just like, it's not true. It is true. I heard it.
No,
I just want to punch you in your face.
I hear a lot of things. That means nothing. But
I heard cucumbers taste better pickled.
I find it very. Shut up. I actually saw a video, and I don't know if somebody posted this as a joke or not, but she was just like, I feel like we pickle everything except for cucumbers. Why has no one pickled cucumbers? I'm like, those are the main pickle thing.
Right.
That's called, they just called it pickles, because that's the main thing you pickle.
I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were trying to explain something to me. And I was like, I think you used the wrong adjective. I think you want to choose a different adjective, because what you're saying doesn't make sense. I'm trying to understand the context of what you're trying to say, but even I can't figure that out. So what are some other adjectives you could use for that? And then the person was like, well, running or walking? I said, nope, that's not an adjective. That's a verb. It's an adjective. Okay. All right. I said, you know what? I think I'm done with this conversation. I just looked at him. And said, I think I'm done with this conversation. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you're trying to say, the point you're trying to make, I don't even care no more. I don't really care to hear it.
Yeah, but it's going back to the.
Sorry, I had to do a quick detour. It was getting real serious, and I was getting agitated, and it's hot under these lights. Okay, it is really hot under these lights.
Well, former Vice President Mike Pence and his wife Karen had their 3 children, who are now adults, via in vitro fertilization, and Mike Pence, who is as anti-abortion as you can,
pro-life
get.
to life to the pro.
This man even is this a word? Matronizes? I'm gonna say it is. His own wife by calling her mother. Like he doesn't
I've heard that's weird, but not weird, because I've heard
it is weird.
I've heard a lot of people, especially from the South, who are a generation
from the Midwest,
two generations behind. A lot of Southern sensibilities are Midwestern sensibilities. There's a lot of commonality there. That a couple of generations back, which would be Mike Pence, actually.
Yeah.
Because I believe, isn't Mike Pence older than our parents?
He looks it.
Now, hold on. That's just because his hair is gray. He's actually facially aging well.
He's actually younger than our parents.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, again.
So, never mind. Anyway, so the point I stand corrected. Well, anyway,
he says he fully supports fertility treatments and thinks they deserve protection under the law.
Yeah.
While also supporting fetal personhood. So you can't do both.
Well, he did it. He found a way.
A lot of them are, and it's called hypocrisy.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way, and they found it.
Yeah, by just not addressing it or deflecting or deferring. They are going to hold two opposing views at the same time, and just me and you are clearly the only ones that's going to question them.
He said, "We the only ones in the world."
We the only ones in the world.
We the ones.
We it. No, a lot of people are questioning them.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yes. There are a lot of opinion articles about this very thing, the hypocrisy, and their struggle to, explain their position, and they cannot do it because they never solidified their position to begin with.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that. Sucks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a real heavy episode. It's been real heavy.
Not really. But up next, we made it fun.
We always gonna make it. We always gonna throw some jokes in there.
Oh yeah.
But up next is the very first time we are going to do the segment Unsolicited Perspectives Behind the Memes. That's coming up next. All right, Jay. So this is the first time we're doing this segment, Unsolicited Perspectives Behind the Memes. Here's the intro for it. Join me as I explore the world of memes I share on my personal IG page. In this segment, I take you on a journey through the memes I feature on my page. Let's decode the laughs and uncover the hidden messages together. Let's laugh. Let's love. Let's cry. Let's talk about these memes.
I hated it. No, it was good. It was good till you got to let's laugh, let's love, let's cry. I don't even know.
I came up with that on the spot. I came up with that on the spot, and it means what it means. All right, here's the first meme. And these are ones that I posted today. And once again, these are on my private page. These are not on the Unsolicited Perspectives page. Am I going to promote my private page? No. But if you go to our Unsolicited Perspectives Instagram page, you could definitely find my personal page because I'm tagged in just about everything. So you can find it if you want to. It's a little slice of my humor that some of y'all have gotten, but this gets deeper and a little bit more raunchy. So the very first meme from today is, I am everything you dreamt of, but with a little belly. Meaning, ladies, I'm there. I'm your dream man.
Right.
But I got a belly.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I mean that's just
but
keeping it real.
I'm also 44 and it ain't leaning out like it normally used to. So it is what it is now.
My question is, are you extending that same grace?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Because she's everything you want, but she got a little belly. See?
A little belly is fine. If she got a big belly, I got a question. Is that fat or baby? Because
again, I don't know. They look like two different bellies. Like,
well, I can't tell the difference sometimes.
Just never ask a woman how far along she is. Okay,
I've never done that. Yeah, no, I've never done that.
Unless you are certain. Yeah.
All right. Here's another meme. My neighbor knocked on my door and asked me to keep my moaning down while I'm having sex. I'm alone eating hot wings.
You know, let me tell you something. Very similar sounds.
Yes, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Very similar.
Wings are orgasmic to me.
Especially if them wings are hitting.
My God.
If they fried them crispy and you got all flats, lemon pepper wet.
Well, you lost me on that one. I am a drumette person. I hate flats. You remember that one time? All right, here's a story from behind the scenes. Well, here's a story from behind the scenes. One time, me and my siblings were eating some wings, and I stuck a wingette in my mouth, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Bit down and pulled the wingette out with no meat left, like the cartoon.
Just the bone came out, yes.
And we were like, two fools died. They died laughing.
Because why? Why did you even do that?
Look, that's how I eat wingettes. That's, you put your teeth down, right? I got strong teeth. You put your teeth down, right? You can pull all the meat off. All right, let me get to the next one. Me watching people peacefully make illegal money because I know if I try, God will use me as an example.
Every time.
I'm not going to go out on these streets and try to commit crime because I know I'm going to be caught.
I can't be no scammer because the Lord won't allow it.
Lord will not allow it.
Not because I don't want to be. Okay.
Yes, I want to be a scammer.
I want to be a scammer, but I'm telling you, the way me and my God is set up, I'm gonna get busted. Whole operation taken down. They've been on me since day one.
Day one.
And I didn't know.
Yeah, Jay, we got pictures of when you first started. Here you are doing your first handoff. That was literally day one. Yeah, we know you from day one. Day one. All right, here's another one. We really used to have to wait until 9 p.m. when unlimited minutes kicked in to call people. Now, 20 years later, I'm paying for unlimited calling just to talk to nobody.
And that is factual, and it's also my American right. I want the option of being able to talk to somebody anytime I want, knowing that I will not.
Knowing that I will not. Yep.
No. It's just about having choice. I just want the choice that if I wanted to call and or text, I need to be able to do it unlimitedly, even though I know I'm going to be doing it very limitedly. Very limited. Almost non-existent.
Last one, because I am also what would you call me? Randy. It'd be Randy. I'm a little Randy sometimes.
You nasty.
With my meme line. Yeah, well, okay, I'm nasty. All right. So this meme is a guy in a fork in the road, two directions. The headline is My Dating Life. In one road, it says, date a double-cheeked up Latina that is absolute psychopath who will most likely slash my tires after catching me talking to my ex. The other road, date a crazy white chick that used to do bottle service and will more than likely stab me in my sleep. And those are my only two options. Why? Because I love toxic relationships. Toxic relationships are fun in the beginning. In the beginning, it's fun because you're not fighting. You're not fighting. It is wild. It is spontaneous. And that's my life. I live my life in control chaos. So toxic relationships in the beginning are fantastic. It's when they actually start to get toxic. That's when it's not cool no more.
Right. When it's directed towards me, now I don't like it. Yes. When it's directed towards others, and I'm like,
love it.
Love it.
Love me a woman that's ready to cuss everybody out.
Yes.
Love me a woman that's ready to cuss everybody out until she start cussing me out. Then it's like, hey, wait a minute now.
Right.
I thought I was
different.
You were
good when it was directed outward. Yeah.
And I'm never different. I'm the same, just like everybody else, which means I'm going to catch that smoke just like everybody else.
But you'd lie to yourself
and say, every time.
They just act like this way. Y'all don't know what we like when we together by ourselves. Yeah. The same way.
I will say.
You catching strays.
I've never dated, I've never had a girlfriend that was toxic like that. I've dated women who were toxic like that. But some of my ex-girlfriends listen to the show. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other ones.
Yeah.
And some of them other ones listen to that show. And yes, I'm talking about you. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You know who you are. But on that note, Jay, what do you want to tell the people out there?
Embryos are not people.
No, I mean, eventually they're going to start legislating the thought.
Right.
The thought of having kids.
Right.
You know, that's going to be next. That's next. You thinking of having kids? You got to have one now. What? What? I was just thinking about it. No, now you got to have one. We heard you.
We heard you. We saw it on your face. Yeah.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us on this episode. I know we are tired. I hope it was still good. I think it was good. I think it was good.
Great.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, it was good. I hope y'all think it was good. That's just how I feel about it. I'm silly right now. I don't know. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until next time, as always, I'll holla. Whew. That was a hell of a show. Thank you for rocking with us here on Unsolicited Perspectives with Bruce Anthony. Now, before you go, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share our podcast wherever you're listening or watching into it. Pass it along to your friends. If you enjoy it, that means the people that you rock with will enjoy it also. So share the wealth, share the knowledge, share the noise. And for all those people that say, well, I don't have a YouTube. If you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can actually watch our video podcast. But the real party is on our Patreon page, After Hours Uncensored and Talking Straight-ish. After Hours Uncensored is another show with my sister. And once again, the key word there is uncensored. Those are exclusively on our Patreon page. Jump onto our website at unsolicitedperspectives.com for all things us. That's where you can get all of our audio, video, our blogs, and even buy our merch. And if you're really feeling genuine and want to help us out, you can donate on our donations page. Donations go strictly to improving our software and hardware so we can keep giving you guys good content that you can clearly listen to and that you can clearly see. So any donation would be appreciated. Most importantly, I want to say thank you for listening and watching and supporting us. And I'll catch you next time. Audi 5000. Peace.